Good evening here, ladies and gentlemen. We welcome you to Central Illinois Sports, live back at Morton, at the Kiln here at Morton Junior High for our second semifinal in the 7th grade Class 4A state tournament here for girls basketball. It's going to be the New Lenox Liberty Patriots taking on the Willowbrook Westview Hills Wildcats. Both of these teams had some exciting finishes to their quarterfinal contests here earlier today and are eager to try and punch a ticket to take on the Normal Kingsley Cougars in the state championship game coming up here next Thursday. We'll take a quick break to tell you about some of the wonderful sponsors here on Central Illinois Sports. When we come back, we'll get you caught up with these two teams and get you ready for our second semifinal here live from Morton.
At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
Shooting is one of our favorite pastimes.
When it comes to guns and ammo, think Game Masters. They have new guns, used guns, gun safes, and gun accessories. And be sure to head over to GameMastersOutdoors.com to check out our great selection.
Clothing, fishing, hunting, gifts, and more. At Game Masters in Quincy,
we're passionate about the outdoors.
There's a road that makes all the difference between the good and the great. The road less traveled for the few who can handle the grind. One of hard work, dedication, integrity, and leadership, with a respect for heritage and tradition and a willingness to adapt. At Little Jess, we travel that road every day because we believe in that difference. And we dare our competition to try and keep up. Little Jess, serving the tri-state area since 1969.
Getting thirsty, bold, refreshing. So good. I mean, dude.
Press Yours On You would like to wish all the area teams the best of luck this year. If you're looking to get your team shirts or just looking for spirit wear for yourself, remember Press Yours On You. We have over 1,400 square foot of retail space in our shop. Stop by and see us and check out our offerings. Business lets us help you promote your brand. Decoration methods we offer include screen printing, embroidery, and laser engraving. Thank you to everyone in our community for the support over the last 16 years. Thank you for supporting local. Press Yours On You, 506 Westwood, Camp Point, Illinois.
Grandmothers coming to the rescue here for the Westview Hills Wildcats team. The official saying that some of the girls did not have the same color of headband on. And so they have been quickly scrambling to get that resolved here. And a couple of grandmothers able to help get those tied on the backs of the heads of the Wildcats. Let's tell you about this Willowbrook Westview Hills team. They won their quarterfinal earlier today. A 34-29 win over Arlington Heights South. In that contest, it was a three-headed attack for the Wildcats, led by Sophia Johnson, the big forward inside, with 17 points, including 9 of 15 from the free throw line. Chipping in with 9 points was the talented forward Carly Burnell, and then the point guard Elena Valajos chipped in with 8. Westview Hills shot 14 of 27 from the free throw line, knocked down 7 two-point field goals and 3 triples from behind the arc. They entered tonight's contest with a record of 13 wins and 1 loss. Let's tell you about their roster here real quick. From top to bottom for Tim Strizo's team. Number 3 is Stella Anfuso. Number 4 is a very feisty guard named Reese McKissick. Number 5, Adriana Madrid. Number 11, the point guard Elena Valajos. Number 13, Elise Valisu is a guard. Maddie Kimball wears number 14. You'll see her in a forward position, getting some minutes here tonight. Isabella Bolden is number 15. Laura Lipinski is number 20. Number 23 is Carly Brunel. And number 40, the big forward, Sophia Johnson for the Westview Hills Wildcats. We'll take a quick break. We'll come back and tell you about the New Lenox Liberty team, who is playing on the shortest break of anybody here. A very quick turnaround for this team just less than 2 hours ago. We'll tell you about them in 1 minute coming up on Central Illinois Sports.
Camp Point Central Sports are proud to have Dear Wester Grain as a sponsor of this broadcast. Dear Wester Grain, there for you for all your grain and feed needs. Why don't you give them a call and check out all the locations of Dear Wester Grain? With locations in Golden, Paloma, Mount Sterling, Clayton, La Prairie, Liberty, Industry, Carthage, and Blandonsville. For more information, call Dear Wester Grain Services 696-4461. That's 696-4461, or on the web at dearwestergrain.com. Best Systems Insulators offer insulation for homes and commercial buildings throughout Central Illinois and the surrounding areas. We take great care to ensure that the insulation products we use are the best fit for our clients and their project. We understand that different buildings have different needs and that each of our clients has a unique set of goals. Let us work with you to find the best solution for your next project. Call Best Systems Insulators at 217-285-6005. That's 285-6005, or visit them online at GoBestSystems.com.
Welcome you back here on the pregame show for semifinal number 2 from the 7th grade girls Class 4A state tournament here at Morton, as we tell you about the New Lenox Liberty Patriots. This team played the 4th quarterfinal today. That did not wrap up until about 3:45 here this afternoon. So it is 6:22 on the clock as we speak. It's been less than 3-hour turnaround here for this team as they defeated Chatham Glenwood 25-18 in our 4th quarterfinal of the day. There are 3 sheriff girls on this team. There are 3 sheriffs in town on the Liberty roster. Number 1 is Lucy Sheriff, a very quick, very feisty point guard. She had 9 points in the win. Casey Sheriff chipped in with 8. Emily Smith, an inside player, had 5, and Haley Trench, another forward, finished with 3. Free throws were a little bit of a bugaboo here for New Lenox Liberty. Finished 6 of 17 from the charity stripe. They were 4 of 11 from the first half. So a little more consistent free throw shooting could really help balance out this Liberty squad's attack. They come into tonight's game with a record of 23 wins and 3 losses. They have actually played the Frankfort Hickory Creek team that lost in the opposite semifinal here just a little bit ago. A very quick-paced team is New Lenox Liberty. You will see them get up and down the floor very quickly. And part of that is we'll see how much legs they've got after the semifinal. It was a very up-and-down contest. A lot of running, a lot of speed in that first quarterfinal. So we'll see how the young ladies from New Lenox Liberty handle this. Crowd has thinned out quite a bit now as Normal Kingsley has exited the gymnasium. Still a decent amount of fans here, maybe 80 or 90 people here in attendance with us here tonight in Morton. We'll be back here coming up on Thursday for the trophy games. We remind you that your subscription into Central Illinois Sports for the IESA State Championships covers you for Thursday's games. It also covers you for the 8th grade tournaments next weekend. And you've also got access to all 4 classes as our squad has teams out at every site here from Class 1 to 4A. So your subscription covers all of that, including next week's tournament, since we know sometimes a school is fortunate enough to have 7th and 8th grade teams make their way into the big dance in the same year. We'll step away as they've got some introductory things to read, and we'll come back with starting lineups here between New Lenox Liberty and Willowbrook Westview Hills. It's the second semifinal for Morton. We're back here in just a couple of minutes.
We do a procedure called a transcatheter aortic valve replacement, and we call it TAVR.
TAVR is state of the art. It wasn't really available worldwide until the early 2000s.
It's a minimally invasive procedure in order to replace the valve.
I'm number 1.
I was number 100. Years ago, they would have to do open heart surgery, and now they don't.
Had I not had it done, I would not be here today. I feel like I'm living on a bonus of blessings.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
Go team, go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that, it looks awesome, and then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Getting you back here, starting lineups tonight for the Willowbrook Westview Hills Wildcats under the head coach Tim Strizo. It's going to be, let's get the other team first. It's New Lenox Liberty. Dan Bellini on the charge here at the helm for the Patriots. Lucy Sheriff, Casey Sheriff, Ruby Sheriff, along with Emily Smith and Haley Trench, the starting 5 here for New Lenox Liberty. Starting 5 on the opposite side for Tim Strizo's Wildcats. They're in the home whites here tonight. Number 4, Reese McKissick. Elena Vlahos, number 11. Number 14 is Maddie Kimball. Number 23, Carly Brunel. And number 40 will be Sophia Johnson. On the opposite side, number 1 is Lucy Sheriff. Number 4 is Casey Sheriff. Number 13 is Ruby Sheriff. We'll try to keep track of all 3 of those for you best we can. Emily Smith wears number 34, and Haley Trench wears number 35. Liberty in the road, Navy Blues for the second time here today. Westview will be in their home whites here. They were on the road team for the quarterfinal earlier here this afternoon. Both teams getting a little bit of added pep in their step here. So they've got to pick up after a short turnaround here in the late afternoon games into the second semifinal. We are ready to go. We're so glad you're joining us here for semifinal action from the state tournament here on Central Illinois Sports. We are just about ready to get underway. Westview in the home whites going left to right on your TV screen. The Patriots moving right to left. Quick run, and it's a quick almost basket for Lucy Sheriff to start things off here. She misses the layup, and now Westview comes back down for their first possession of the basketball game after losing the tip. With the basketball, this is Reese McKissick. Shot up and no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Ruby Sheriff. She'll get it out to Lucy. Lucy loses the handle on it for just a second. She'll pick it back up and walk it across the court. It's an extended zone look here now for Westview. A little different than what we saw in that earlier quarterfinal game. We've got a double dribble violation. And a turnover here against New Lenox Liberty. Basketball gets inbounded now to Elena Vlahos. Works it back over on the right. Elena, we hear her say. We'll say that's Elena Vlahos instead of Elena. We'll go with Elena. So we heard somebody in the crowd. Brunel loses the basketball. It's a fight for it on the ground. She dives for it. It's picked up by Sophie Johnson. She gets to the free throw line, gets strangled up with Reese McKissick, with Casey Sheriff. Both of these teams have similar colors, and they were both in the road jerseys early, and that's just got us a little bit confused up here in the booth. Sheriff with a steal. Lucy Sheriff trying to go coast to coast, misses the layup. Rebound comes down into the hands of Carly Brunel. Vallajos with the basketball, crosses the time stripe, takes a few dribbles to the left at the volleyball line, works it down to the left corner, picks it up, tosses it up, top of the key. Nice ball movement here from the Wildcats. Shot is no good and rebounded by Emily Smith. First 90 seconds underway here in our second semifinal of the evening. Three ball on the way, no good from Ruby Sheriff. Loose basketball comes out of bounds, and they say that'll go off the hands of Trench and go back to the Westview Hills Wildcats. It's a zone look for New Lenox. A little bit of a 2-3 look here. They dribble it down, get it inside into the paint. Down into the short corner, that's Kimball with it. And now it'll be another turnover as Vallajos wasn't able to hold on to it. And now Lucy Sheriff comes up with it and will push the pace here for New Lenox. Casey Sheriff tries to dribble through double coverage, almost loses the basketball. Now she'll get it back on the quick pass from Ruby. And now it'll be a traveling violation here as New Lenox has been slowed up quite a bit here from what we saw in the early quarterfinal game. They were able to get things off with a rushing start. Vallajos with the basketball, dribbles down into the left corner, guarded out by Haley Trench. She's got to get rid of it, kicks it back up to Kimball at the top of the key. They work it back over now to McKissick. They try to get it into Johnson. She didn't see it coming and kept moving, and now it's a steal for Sheriff. Sheriff driving through. Gets into trouble, has to get rid of it. Trench lost the basketball. McKissick dove for it on the end line, out of bounds. You're fine. Sheriff with the basketball, gets it down to Ruby. Ruby's three ball, in and out of the rim, no good. Rebound comes down into Haley Trench. She can't finish. It's a tie-up for the rebound. Jump ball will go to the favor of the Patriots. They'll get another shot of it here. 3:05 here left in the first. We are scoreless in semifinal number 2 here for Class 4A. Three ball on the way from Maurice McKissick. Bounces around, no good. And we're going to get a foul in the backcourt. That's going to go against Lucy Sheriff. That'll be her first personal, team first of the quarter here. Working the basketball over now to the right side. Brunel with it. Her pass tipped away and broken up. Now Sheriff comes up with it. Stolen back now. Here comes Westview on the attack. It's Carly Brunel. She'll go up with it and get fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line for 2 shots. Second foul of the quarter goes against Lucy Sheriff. It'll be her second personal foul. As Carly Brunel goes to the free throw line, trying to get the second one to fall. In and out, no good. Rebound falls into the hands of Emily Smith, and now we've got another fight for it between Smith and Johnson. If we had a nickel for every jump ball that we've had since 10 a.m., folks, well, we'd have a lot of nickels. They get the basketball quickly into Brunel. She misses the layup, and now it's going to be a tie-up, and we'll go the opposite way here on the foul call. Foul is going to go against Carly Brunel. That'll be her first, team first of the quarter here. As we remind you, as we remind ourselves, because rules have changed this year. After 5 team fouls in a quarter, we go to double bonus shooting. We will reset those team fouls at the end of each quarter. There's no more 1-and-1 shooting here anymore in the state of Illinois. Casey Sheriff with the basketball at the volleyball line. Works it down to Ruby in the corner. Tries to get it back into Casey. She's guarded by Sophia Johnson, and that is a mismatch in size. And Johnson's going to get called for the foul. Second team foul of the quarter here. First team foul of the game, or first personal for Johnson. Shot up from Trench, no good. Johnson with the rebound. 2:11 left to go here. We are still scoreless here in our second semifinal. 3 ball on the way from Carly Brunel. Can't hit the mark there, and it'll be a foul. And that's going to go against Johnson, it looks like, and that'll be her second personal. Third team foul of the quarter against Westview Hills, and that is a big foul as Johnson picks up her second, but they're going to leave her in the basketball game. We'll see what Tim Strizo wants to do here on the ensuing possessions. Sheriff with the basketball, drives through, tries to get it down into Trench, loses it as Johnson picks up the steal. 1:48 left to go. Who will score first? That's the big question we're trying to figure out here in the next minute 43. Almost a steal in the backcourt. Now it gets tipped away again by Liberty. Westview Hills picks up the basketball, and now they'll get it back to Vlahos. Brunel with it to McKissick. Dribbles around, double teamed at the top of the key. Gets rivet now back to Kimball. Cross-court pass. Vlahos wasn't there for it, and it'll go out of bounds. 1:21 left to go here in the opening period. It is a quiet gym here as the crowd is thinned out tremendously from the first semifinal. Down in the corner. Sheriff with the basketball, no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Maddie Kimball. 1:08 left to go here in the opening period. Kimball with it, top of the key, works it over right side now to Carly Brunel. 58 seconds. Double teamed on the right side, has to get rivet, almost stolen away from Sheriff. McKissick with it now on the left side. Drives in. Passes it back out. Brunel can't find the mark there. Rebound comes down to Kiera Dempsey. Liberty loses the basketball, stolen away from Vlahos. It's Brunel with it. 38 seconds left to go here in the opening period. We're just waiting for somebody to score. Sophia Johnson goes up with it, and Sophia Johnson gets on the board. First 2 points go to the way of number 40, and it's a 2-0 lead for Westview here with half a minute left to go in the first. 3 ball on the way, no good. Rebound came down to Emily Smith. She couldn't get the shot up. 15 seconds left to go. Vlahos with it here for Westview. 10 seconds now. She loses the basketball. Sheriff's got it. Gets tipped out of bounds. It'll remain Patriots basketball here with 6.3. They'll have the length of the court to go. Long pass in. Sheriff picks it up. 5 seconds. 4. She'll cross the half-court line. They get it up. 3 ball on the way from Smith. Rolls in and out. No good. And that's the end of our first quarter. Westview Hills, the Wildcats 2. New Lenox Liberty Patriots 0. We're back with second quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
Timely application of crop nutrients based on soil test results and the individual yield goals is the focus of the agronomy team at Logan Agri-Service, Inc. Logan Ag delivers anhydrous ammonia, dry fertilizer, UAN, liquid starter, and our lineup of Logan Agri-Yield micronutrients direct from us to your field. Striving to get the right fertilizer products at the right place in the right field at the right time, that's Logan Agri-Service. For fertilizer and application services, call 1-800-LOGAN-AG or visit us online at loganag.com. Logan Agri-Service, serving agriculture since 1962.
Once or twice a year, I might get the cold or a flu, and my wife calls it the man flu. So you know what that is.
Yeah. What do I love about our team? We have a good chemistry. We all work together.
I mean, come on. I've got the best job in the world. Sometimes they say, oh, I like to do handstands.
Yeah, I taught Brian how to do the handstand. That's all right.
And every day, I mean, it's a fun day.
Yeah, it definitely makes me proud to be here.
You join us back for second quarter play-by-play as the Liberty get the basketball here to start the second frame. Ruby Sheriff drives baseline, kicks it back out top to Kiera Dempsey. We have just one basket here scored in the ball game so far as that one rolls around and in and out, no good. Rebound grab by Reese McKissick. Sophia Johnson with her only basketball here in the early goings, and Sometimes if you've ever watched 7th grade basketball, no matter what level it is, sometimes you just don't score a lot of points. Brunel with the basketball, gets it into Johnson. She bullies her way into the lane, shot up no good. It's a tie-up for the rebound and a jump ball. It'll stay with the Wildcats. They're double-checking the arrow here to make sure that's the correct direction. As Lucy Sheriff will check back in. Taking a seat will be Kira Dempsey. Westview with the basketball. They throw it into the backcourt. Sheriff's going to outrace them all. She is fast. Here she goes, up at the right hand, off the glass, and good. Lucy Sheriff with the larceny in the layup. We are tied at 2 here with 5:09 left to go in the first half. First points of the game here for Liberty. They try to get it to Johnson in transition, stolen away from Trench, and now we'll get a foul in the backcourt. And if that is against Johnson, that is not a good situation, and it is. Sophia Johnson gets whistled for the foul. That's going to be her 3rd personal foul, team first of the quarter here against Westview. And now Tim Strizo doesn't have much of a choice but to go to the bench, and now Johnson steals it away. Johnson with the basketball, dribbling down the right sideline. Gets it back out to Valajos, and they'll reset here with 4:46 to go. Kimball with the basketball. Cross-court pass now picked up by McKissick. They work it over right side. Brunel thought about the 3. Running jumper from the free throw line is no good. Ruby Sheriff grabs the board. Casey Sheriff down in the corner. Ruby Sheriff will fire up a 3. It's good. Ruby Sheriff from 19-9 breaks the tie. It's a 5-2 lead here. We'll get you back down to the other end there. Sorry about that. And we'll pick up a quick foul here as Brunel is going to go to the free throw line. Foul whistle against Ruby Sheriff. It'll be her first, team first of the quarter. Brunel makes the first free throw. Sat through a lot of basketball gyms in my day. This one is as quiet as they come when it comes to free throws. Not a person. Moving at all. Second free throw is no good. Sheriff with it. Crossover, gets it over to Lucy Sheriff. Now she works it down into Trench. Trench goes up with it, nothing there. Fight for the loose ball. She picks it up again. Off the glass, no good. Kimball comes down with the rebound. Valajos will bark out the directions as she brings the ball across midcourt, throws it into Brunin and gets stripped away. Here comes Sheriff. Lucy Sheriff up with the left hand, rolls off the right side of the rim and no good, and they say it'll be out of bounds because she was the last one to touch it. Went out of bounds and came back in. It'll be an out of bounds violation and Westview Hills basketball. Valajos with the basketball. Dribbling into full court pressure here from Liberty. Dangerous pass now, gets it into the hands of Carly Brunel, and she's going to get fouled. Second foul of the quarter. And for Emily Smith, it'll be her first personal foul of the game as we've got somebody tying a shoe. And everybody will check their shoes. 3:23 left to go here as Valajos takes the basketball inbounds. It's an extended 2-3 zone here from New Lenox Liberty. Brunel drives in, gets Riva to the left side. McKissick kicks it back out. Westview will reset the offense here as Valajos drives to the left side. Works it down into the hands of Lauren Lipinski. She'll lose the basketball, but it'll go out of bounds off of New Lenox and stay here with the Wildcats. Halfway through the second quarter, it's a 5-3 lead for Liberty over Westview Hills. Long 3-ball on the way from Brunel. Doesn't find anything, but it goes out of bounds off of Liberty as they can't secure the rebound. 2:55 left to go here in the second. Lipinski with the basketball, kicks it back up to Vlahos on the left wing. Reese McKissick drives up. Baseline jumper, no good. Rebound grabbed by Ruby Sheriff. Casey will bring it across here for New Lenox Liberty. They've got a small lead and the basketball. Emily Smith with it, drives in, but they say that'll be a travel first. Sophia Johnson will check back in here. It might be a little bit of offense-defense going here early for Tim Strizo as he checks her back into the basketball game. Johnson again with 3 personal fouls already here in the contest. But if you can get her on offense, not have to risk potentially grabbing that 4th foul, we'll see how it plays out. McKissick with the basketball over on the left wing. They work it around to the right. Now this is back to Vlahos. Elena Vlahos. Now she tries throwing it in. Kimball didn't see it. Bounced around, was grabbed by Brunel. She was able to get the shot up, and she'll get fouled. Brunel misses the first free throw. It's a 5-3 contest here still. Foul was whistled against Casey Sheriff. It's going to be her first. Team 3rd for New Lenox. Second free throw off the back of the iron does not fall either. Rebound grabbed by Emily Smith, and here comes the Patriots. Sheriff gets it in now to Emily Smith, top of the key. This is Lucy Sheriff 3-ball. No good, just off the mark to the left. Trench with the rebound. They get it to Smith. 6-foot jumper, no good. It's a fight for the rebound. Trench able to get her hands on it. It's up loose. Sophia Johnson rips it out of the hands of Trench, and now will be a turnover here against the Liberty. 1:48 left to go here in the second. Johnson gets it free throw line. Tries to dribble in. Where to go? She's got to kick it back out. Vlahos with it. Works it over to Kimball on the right side. Cross-court pass to McKissick. Broken up, though, by Haley Trench and knocked out of bounds on the hustle play. It'll remain with Westview, but a nice hustle play from Haley Trench. 1:32 left to go here. Vlahos with the basketball. Westview fans urging their team on. They trail by 2. McKissick drives in. Nothing there. Vlahos now almost tipped away from Lucy Sheriff. Retained, though, by Westview Hills. Trench with a steal. She's going to run in transition. Takes it in all the way. Goes up. No call on the contact. Ball comes down into the hands of Elena Vlahos. Elena Vlahos will get it right by the end of the game. Crossover dribble behind the back now. Runs into a double team with 57 seconds left, and she's going to get tied up, and it'll be a jump ball as Ruby Sheriff was able to get her hands on it. Possession arrow favors New Lenox here with 57 seconds left in the first half. Lucy Sheriff, 3-ball. Goes off the front of the iron, nothing there. Brunel came down with the rebound. 33 seconds left to go here. This is a state semifinal. We're trying to get a winner. Kimball almost loses the basketball. Works it down over to Brunel on the right wing. 3-ball on the way from Vlahos. No good. Trench comes down with it. 18 seconds left to go. New Lenox has a chance to threaten here. Sheriff's going to go all the way, and they say that'll be an offensive foul as Brunel was set way, way in advance, and Sheriff just went ahead and made the contact. – 12 seconds left to go after the turnover. What can Westview Hills do here? 6 seconds, 5 seconds. McKissick now gives it to Kimball, and now it gets stolen away. Lucy Sheriff's got 1 second to get it fired up. It's a basket at the buzzer, and they say it will count. The back official says it is good. They're going to count it. It is going to be a 7-3 lead as we reach the halftime break here. Both teams kind of realizing now it is halftime. New Lenox Liberty leads Westview Hills 7-3 here in our second semifinal. We'll take a quick break and come back with some analysis and get you ready for the second half here live on Central Illinois Sports.
Since 1921, Farmers State Bank of Camp Point has been a vital part of our community's history. We are proud of our growth, our community leadership, and our success, which is only possible because of all those who shared this journey with us. We are grateful to the generations of loyal customers, families, businesses, employees, officers, and directors who have shaped not only our story, but our entire communities. Thank you. We look forward to serving you and your future generations for the next 100 years. Farmers State Bank and Camp Point. Together, we are a strong, united community.
Go team go! Great Rivers Bank has a digital banking app worth cheering for. Move your money, pay your bills, deposit your checks. Hooray! Hooray! Set up a budget, manage your debit card, set up account alerts, and so much more. Our digital banking will give you a reason to stand up and cheer for banking. Learn more at greatriversbank.bank. Great Rivers Bank is an equal housing lender, member FDIC.
As a new hunting season begins, we observe a species most rare, the hunter incompetus. The hunting ritual begins. Already he stakes his claim by bringing a duck call to a deer hunt. Disaster strikes. A devastating blow to a long-suffering species. There may be no helping the hunter incompetus, but for everyone else, no other place has it all like Farm and Home Supply.
Tell my mom to pick me up soon.
Welcome you back here on the halftime show. Central Illinois Sports live from Morton Junior High School for the 7th grade Class 4A state tournament. This is semi-final number 2, and scoring has been sparing here in our first half as New Lenox Liberty leads 7-3 after a last-second steal and a layup from Lucy Sheriff to end the half. That was counted good by the back officials. He had the best line of sight on the clock and the red beam around the backboard here to make sure she got it off in time. It has been a very slow-paced game in all reality here as both teams really trying to feel each other out on the defensive side. Sophia Johnson, her foul trouble has really limited what she's able to do for this Westview Hills team. And on the opposite side, we have just simply not seen the explosive speed out of New Lenox Liberty that we saw earlier in the quarterfinal here earlier today. We're going to take a quick 30-second break. When we come back, it's second half action coming up here from Morton. We're back here in a half minute.
Hey, West Central Illinois, are you looking for a great deal on a vehicle? Well, at Westtown Ford, we have a lot full of vehicles. Cars, trucks, vans, SUVs. We've got them all, and a lot of them at Westtown Ford in Jacksonville.
I love training. I like to help people improve on their tasks. That food has been providing everything for me. They just treat you so well. When my life needed an opportunity, I chose that.
Make your dream kitchen and bath a reality with help from Pike County Lumber. We'll create a design to fit your lifestyle and your needs. Quartz countertops, quality onyx that offers dozens of colors. From start to finish, trust the knowledge and experience at Pike County Lumber.
Welcome back to live action here as we get ready for third quarter play here in our second semifinal. Starting fives for both teams is going to take the court here to begin the second half. It's going to be Westview Hills basketball here as the crowd comes alive here at Morton Junior High. Balajos will take the inbounds pass, and we are underway here to start the second half. Works it over to Kimball on the right wing. Cross-court pass now to McKissick. Drives into the lane, into triple traffic. Has to get rid of it. Kick out pass to Brunel. Her shot was no good. One of the three Sheriff girls has it. This is Lucy wearing number 1 as now she tries to get the basketball into Emily Smith. Sheriff dishes it down to Trench. Nice pass. Trench can't finish though on the shot try. One of these two teams will get Normal Kingsley coming up here on Thursday night. Casey Sheriff with the basketball, drives down, long running shot from the right side, no good. Trench grabs it. Her shot partially blocked. Westview Hills gets another opportunity here. 5 minutes left to go. Both of these teams were the last two teams playing in our quarterfinal, and New Lenox Liberty had less than a really about a 2-hour turnaround before they had to start getting ready for this one. Vlahos with the basketball at the volleyball line. Works it over McKissick. 3-ball from the left wing is no good off the glass. Casey Sheriff picks it up here for New Lenox Liberty. She'll push the pace. Drives past McKissick. Goes up with the right hand and gets fouled by McKissick. And Casey Sheriff will go here to the free throw line. First team foul of the quarter against Westview Hills goes to Reese McKissick. First shot is up and good, and we've got points here in the second half much earlier than we did in the first. 8-3 basketball game. Shot is up and good. Make it 2 for 2 for Sheriff, and now it's a 6-point advantage here for Liberty. Vlahos drives down to the baseline, stolen away from Lucy Sheriff. She's going to try and run. Gets tipped away from McKissick. Ruby Sheriff, 3-ball from the right side is good. Ruby Sheriff knocks it down from 19-9, and the Liberty fans are enjoying it. It's a 12-3 lead here with 4:18 left in the third. Westview Hills pushing the tempo here now. They get it down to Brunel. She goes up. Sophia Johnson rebounds. Shot's not going to fall either. And now we've got a foul going the opposite way, and they say that's going to be against Johnson for shoving through the pile. For Johnson, it's going to be her 4th personal foul with 4 minutes left to go here in the third quarter. Tim Strizo will dig into the bench here to give her a break, and we do not expect to see her for quite a while here, which is bad news for the Wildcats fans. Trench with the basketball, drives in, running with the right hand, no good. Sheriff gets the rebound. She gets fouled, and she'll go to the free throw line. Will Ruby Sheriff. Ruby will go to the free throw line. Foul will get whistled against McKissick. It's her second personal. Free throws up and good. And Liberty has made 3 free throws here in a row. 13-3 lead as they're now up by 10. Johnson will sit down. And Lauren Lipinski will check in here as Sheriff eyes up the second. Second one's up, also good. 4 free throws in a row. And it's a 14-3 lead here, and now New Lenox is going to pull back the defensive dogs here for just a little bit. Vlahos takes the ball across the timeline, works over to McKissick on the left side. She'll drive into the lane, runner with the right hand in and out of the rim. Rebound grabbed by Emily Smith. Casey Sheriff with the basketball. Her team enjoying the fruits of an 11-point lead here right now. Give and go. Sheriff kicks it out to Sheriff. 3-ball on the way, bounces off the rim, off the backboard, and no good. And McKissick's going to get pushed by Haley Trench. First team foul of the quarter against Liberty. Casey Sheriff, McKissick with the basketball, dribbled into double coverage, had to spin around and get out of it. And now this is Lipinski at top of the key. They get it back to McKissick. Brunel with it. She's been kind of quiet here tonight. They now get it to her. Free throw jumper off the back of the rim, doesn't fall. Trench will grab the rebound, but they say she'll drag her foot before she's able to get rid of it, and there'll be a travel against Haley Trench. Emily Smith will take a seat. Checking in is number 41, Taryn Ostrowski. The first time we've seen her tonight. We saw her for just a few seconds there at the end of the quarterfinal. McKissick, top of the key, drives right, nothing there. Tried to get it to Lipinski, gets tipped away with a hand in the passing lane from Casey Sheriff. Long 3-ball on the way from Carly Brunel, no good. Ruby Sheriff with a rebound. Sheriff to Sheriff to Sheriff, and Casey will be the one to bring it across here for Liberty. Lucy drives into double coverage, has to pick it up and get rid of it. 2:22 left to go here in the third. Trench drives in, and she's going to draw the blocking foul against Lipinski. 4th team foul of the quarter now, stacking up here against Westview Hills. Next free throw will put New Lenox into bonus for the rest of the quarter. 3-ball on the way. Ruby Sheriff, no good. It's a fight for the rebound. Trench came up with it. She tried the shot. A little bit of contact. It'll go out of bounds and remain here with the Patriots. Johnson will check back in. Lipinski will come out. To remind you, Sophia Johnson, leading scorer in the quarterfinal game, on the floor now with 4 fouls and a lot of time left here to go tonight. Casey Sheriff takes a few dribbles, kicks it over to the right side now to Lucy. The fancy ball handling of Lucy Sheriff as they work it around to the left side. Ruby, 3-ball again. Can't find it there. Rebound comes down to Trent. She can't finish. Now Sophia Johnson with the rebound. Pass goes out of bounds, and McKissack just tried to get it over to Kimball, and it just went straight through her hands. Checking in here for Liberty is going to be number 30. That's Paige Freeman. First time we've seen her in this basketball game is Kira Dempsey, I believe, is going to get a seat. Or that was Ruby Sheriff, excuse me. Trench's shot no good. Rebound grabbed by Brunel. 1:25 left to go here in the third. Valajos with the basketball, dribbles around to the left wing. Kicks it back over. McKissick thought it was for her. It was really more intended for Kimball. She'll drive in and will draw a foul. It'll be out of bounds underneath the basket here. As a foul called against the Patriots. With the basketball on the right wing now, this is Elena Valajos. Up to Brunel at the top of the key. She picks it up. Ball goes through the hands of Valajos. She's able to recover here with 1:01 left to go. Casey Sheriff now over to Sophia Johnson. It'll go through her hands. Another turnover here as Westview Hills just getting a little too fast for their own good and having a little trouble holding on to the basketball. And we'll get a timeout called by Dan Bellini. He wants to talk things over with Liberty. We'll take the quick timeout, too. We're back here in 30 seconds on Central Illinois Sports.
Hey, grab me one, too.
Grab the game while your kids are busy. You know, streaming.
Get you back to live action. Here is New Lenox Liberty with the basketball. Sheriff's got it. New Lenox Liberty won their regional championship game 16-5. We are on pace to maybe match that score here tonight as Trench is going to take it in, goes up with the runner on the baselines. Johnson grabs the rebound. Has to fight for it to get him away. Staves everyone off, and now Westview Hills gets an opportunity here with 23 seconds left in the quarter. It's McKissick, drives in, bumps into some players, now has to get it back out to Brunel. Works it down to Johnson. Johnson goes up with the right hand, can't finish, but she'll go to the free throw line. Will Sophia Johnson, and one of the first times they've been able to really utilize her in the paint here in this game. The foul went against Taryn Ostrowski. It's her first personal, team third here for New Lenox Liberty. And the first free throw attempt from Johnson does not fall. Eyes up the second, no good there. Loose rebound. Kira Dempsey runs it down for Liberty. 10 seconds left to go here in the third. It's Sheriff behind the back dribble at the volleyball line. Throws it down into Trent. Short corner back out to Sheriff. Cross court to Dempsey. 1 second. She'll fire it up from inside the arc. It'll go off the right side of the rim, and it's no good. Your score after 3 quarters of play, New Lenox Liberty 14, Westview Hills 3. We're coming back with fourth quarter play-by-play here in 60 seconds.
The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville with locations in Griggsville, Mount Sterling, and Pittsfield. Maybe you ask, why choose Farmers National Bank of Griggsville? The answer is simple. Local people, local decisions, and local commitment with local investments. We have many products and services to meet your needs. We invite you to find out more about us. Go to fmbgriggsville.com and explore all the services we offer. Visit any of our 3 friendly locations in Mount Sterling, Griggsville, and Pittsfield today. The Farmers National Bank of Griggsville, local people helping local people, member FDIC.
Ready for fourth quarter action as New Lenox Liberty trying to punch its ticket into the state championship game here. They've got an 11-point lead and 6 minutes to go. Casey Sheriff with the basketball, tries to toss it down into Ruby, and it'll go through her hands and out of bounds, and a quick turnover for the Patriots to start things here for the fourth. Let's see if the Wildcats are able to capitalize. Vlahos will push the pace here for Westview Hills. McKissick with the basketball. Still a zone look here from New Lenox Liberty. They get it right elbow. Brunel's jumper no good. Rebound comes down into the hands of Kimball. In and out of the rim, no good. The shots just will not fall. There is a tight lid on the top of that rim here at Morton for Westview. Sheriff trying to dribble through traffic. Gets it now back over to Smith. Long pass over to Ruby Sheriff, who knocks down the triple, but they say she walked beforehand. It'll wave off the basket, and it'll be a turnover. 2 turnovers in a row here for Liberty to start the fourth quarter. They work the basketball down into Brunel. She loses the handle on it. Here comes Sheriff. Casey Sheriff, 2-on-1. She goes in hard with the right hand, up off the back of the rim, no good. McKissick had the rebound, loses it now. As Trench gets a hand in on it as well, it'll be another jump ball. And we'll head back the opposite way of Westview Hills. Adriana Madrid checks in here for the first time today. She'll sit down Maddie Kimball with 4:56 to go in the fourth. Three ball on the way. McKissick off the left side of the rim. She gets bumped by Sophia Johnson, and that's going to be the end of the night for number 40. She came in for the rebound. Just had a little bit too much momentum, and now she's going to sit on the bench with 4:46 left to go here in the contest. It's a loose ball now down on the ground. We've got 2 players fighting for it. Madrid was in on that one along with Lucy Sheriff. It'll be a jump ball, and it'll go New Lenox's way. Well, the biggest development here in the past 20 seconds is the fouling out of Sophia Johnson. She is frustrated and upset on the bench. It has been a rough afternoon for her. But she had a spectacular quarterfinal game, and we expect she'll have a spectacular night on Thursday when this team comes back in either the third place game or the state championship. Driving in is McKissick, runner with the left hand. Off the mark, Ruby Sheriff comes down with the rebound. Gets it out to Casey. They've got to dribble through full court pressure now as Westview Hills trying to force some turnovers. Lucy with the basketball, drives through double coverage. Now gets it over to Trench. She'll go up with it and gets fouled. And Haley Trench will go to the free throw line here with 4:12 left in the contest. First free throw is up and no good as it was whistled against Lauren Lipinski. That's going to be her second personal. Checking in here for New Lenox Liberty is Penny Pinsiak, number 20, 7th grade forward. Second shot from Trench. Off the back of the iron, no good. Lipinski comes down with it. Vlahos trying to push here for Westview Hills. Drives to the right side. Gets caught up. Throws the ball up, no good. Trench grabs the rebound. Pass is stolen away as they tried to get it inside, stolen away from Lipinski. It's an 11-point basketball game as Brunel's three does not hit the mark. Madrid tries to grab it. We have seen teams come back from 12-point deficits and more here today. But right now, with the way that Westview is struggling to get the ball into the cup, is that shot from Vallejo's no good either. This 11-point deficit just feels a lot different. Westview Hills will get another try at it here as McKissick will inbound. Stack formation coming up here for the Wildcats. Vallejo's ball fake. Jumper right inside the arc is good off the glass. Westview Hills grabs 2 more points on the hands of Elena Vallejo's. Sheriff with the basketball, driving down. Pushes the tempo now down to Smith. Smith goes up with it. Just falls short. Rebound comes down to Lauren Lipinski. 3 minutes left to go here in the ball game. It's a 9-point basketball game. Can Westview Hills put something together here? It won't be on this possession as McKissick loses the basketball. Substitution coming in here. It's going to be Maddie Kimball checking back in for the Wildcats. Sitting down will be Adriana Madrid. Back over to the right side now. That was Pensiak. Basketball went off her foot and then went off one of the foot of the Wildcats. It'll be out of bounds. It'll be New Lenox basketball. They'll direct Lucy Sheriff back down closer to the corner for the inbounds play. Tosses it in. Trench with the basketball. Tries to go up, and they say it was a little bit of a hop first. She got a little bump there from one of the Westview Hills players, and it'll be a travel violation. 2:47 left to go here in the contest. Both of these teams will come back one way or the other on Thursday. One plays at 6, the other plays at 7:30. The 7:30 game is a little bit more fun to be a part of. Vallejo's on the turnaround rebound shot misses. Rebound comes down to Emily Smith. Casey Sheriff with the basketball. Drives down the left sideline. Gets past one defender. Now tries to get past 2 and instead gets fouled by Carly Brunel. For Brunel to be her second personal, team third of the quarter here is now Liberty starting to eye that bonus shooting situation. Pensiak with the basketball. Gets tipped out of bounds by Brunel. It will remain the Patriots' ball here. 2:17 left to go here in the ball game. It's a 14-5 lead for New Lenox Liberty. Ball is stripped away. Vallejo's now comes up with it, driving into the lane. Goes up, gets blocked. Lucy Sheriff with it. With the basketball, gets it to Trench. Trench goes up and knocks it down. She'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play attempt. Fourth foul of the quarter here against Westview. Whistled to Lauren Lipinski. It'll be her third. Free throws up and no good. Rebound comes down to Brunel. Here comes Westview Hills. They've got to push now. Trailing by 11, less than 2 minutes left in the ball game. McKissick to Vallejo's, goes down the left side, drives into triple coverage, gets taken away by Emily Smith. Stolen away now, Brunel. 1:39 left to go. Brunel trying to go coast to coast, goes to the left side, throws it up, and she'll get fouled by Sheriff and go to the free throw line. Will Carly Brunel. First free throw up and no good for Brunel. A couple of substitutions coming in here. Lucy Sheriff checking back in along with Taryn Ostrowski for Liberty. Checking in for Westview Hills, Isabella Bolden, number 15. And Adriana Madrid checks back in. Second one up, also no good. Madrid tries to race down the rebound, gets bumped. And they say that's going to be a foul against Haley Trench for the contact. Second foul of the quarter here against the Patriots. Fourth personal foul or excuse me, second. They had that whistle or originally charged wrong on the board. Second foul against Trench. Vlahos with the basketball. That's going to be a 2 if it goes, and it's a 2-point basket. Toes were on the line for Elena Vlahos. 16-7, 1:32 left to go as Ruby Sheriff's got the basketball. I believe they are talking about the clock not starting. They'll try and get a few seconds off. It has been a long day for everybody here. And sometimes humans make mistakes. They're going to take what appears to be a few seconds off the clock here. I just let them run off instead of trying to reset it. Kiera Dempsey will check back in. Lucy Sheriff will take a seat here. They toss the basketball back into the backcourt. This is Alex Green that's checked in now for the Liberty team, wearing number 32. Gets stripped away from Vlahos. She goes in. Layup up with the right hand. Rolls around and down. It's a 16-9 basketball game. 1:13 left to go. And Dan Bellini wants to talk it over with his team. We'll take a quick timeout, too. 1:12 left in this one. New Lenox 16, Westview 9. We're back here in 30 seconds.
I like hard work. I mean, I kind of was raised that way. You really do make a difference. You're helping ship out food to feed people. Someone's got to do it, and I don't mind doing the hard work of it, you know. That gives me meaning, and I do go home rewarded. Every time I drop off a pallet, it's kind of corny, but I look back at it with a sense of pride. I'm like, yep, I built that. It looks awesome. And then I just drive away. I love it. When my life needed meaning, I chose Doc.
A minute and change left here in our second semifinal. The winner gets to face Normal Kingsley coming up here on Thursday. The loser will face Frankfort Hickory Creek. They get the basketball into Lucy Sheriff. Pushes it now up to Casey. Drives into double coverage. Has to back the basketball back up. Sheriff's got to get it across the timeline now. Dribbles through double coverage. Through 3 defenders. Now gets it down to the baseline. As Liberty is content to try and dribble things out here. Vlahos tries to get it stolen away. Sheriff dives on the basketball. And there's going to be a timeout call now as Bellini tried to get the timeout in. The officials give it to him, saying that Sheriff had the basketball on the ground. 30-second timeout. We'll take it too, and we come right back here to Morton.
Welcome to Douglas Automotive and Tire, your expert truck and car repair center in Pittsfield, Illinois. We provide full service from oil changes to new tires and everything in between. Contact us today to schedule service. We're located at 303 West Jefferson Street in Pittsfield, Illinois. Call 217-922-0064. That's 217-922-0064. Britton and the gang know cars, and if you need repairs, call Douglas Automotive today for all your repairs.
Get you reset here for the last 56 seconds of this one. New Lenox Liberty, a 16-9 lead here over Westview Hills. Trying to punch a ticket here to the state championship game. Casey Sheriff tries to drive past Brunel. Instead, it'll be a foul. Or, excuse me, just tipped out of bounds. Dan Bellini had an amusing quip here that both sides of the gym chuckled at. They get the basketball down, and now Sheriff to Sheriff. 46 seconds left. They've got to get a steal here for Westview Hills. Sheriff tried to toss it back to Sheriff. That was Casey to Ruby. Liberty will rebound in here. 35 seconds left to go. Westview Hills has got to try and get a foul or a stop or a steal or something here, not getting able to get much done right now. 22 seconds left to go. They get it to Ruby Sheriff, kicks it back up to Lucy, works it around to Casey as they go around. Sheriff's around the perimeter here at Morton. Lucy to Casey. 8 seconds left to go. Westview Hills has not tried to foul or do anything. They seem to just kind of concede here in the last few seconds. And this basketball game is going to have a step out of bounds with 22 seconds left. We were just about ready to give you the climax here. and the finish, and we've got one more play to go. New Lenox Liberty is going to advance to the state championship game here. A 16-9 winner over Westview Hills out of Willowbrook. Willowbrook will come back for third place against Frankfort Hickory Creek coming up here on Thursday at 6. New Lenox Liberty will advance to the state championship game. They will play Normal Kingsley coming up at 7:30. We will be back for both of those ball games coming up here on Central Illinois Sports on Thursday. We remind you that if you have purchased your subscription today, it's still good on Thursday. You won't have to do anything. Just log back in and join us here for State Championship Thursday for Class 4A action here from Morton. We have had a fun, long day here today. We thank everybody for their support and help here at Morton Junior High School. It's been a fun afternoon getting to see and know these teams. And we'll get to see the Final Four here coming up again on Thursday. For everyone here today at Central Illinois Sports, my name is Brian Shoemaker. We are so very happy, humbled, and honored that you have chosen to spend your evening with us watching junior high basketball. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll sign off and we'll come back here on Thursday for Trophy Night here at Morton.